All right, we have some updates when it comes to the scandal of it all. These three, unfortunately, they are still part of the legal system and, using up legal funds for their silly, petty drama. So we will get into what the update is, all that good stuff. And in the meantime, subscribe if you haven't already. I cover all the good, Housewives, tea, Bravo loves, VPR folks, and some good pop culture tea. With that said, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into it. All right. So it was Raquel Levis who started, the whole lawsuit situation against Tom and Ariana regarding her explicit video during FaceTime with Tom Sandoval. And he is the one that recorded her without her knowledge. But Ariana got dragged into it. And what's Tom saying now? So, according to court documents, as of recent, Tom Sandoval is claiming that Ariana obtained access to his phone on March 1st, 2023, when all that happened, without his authorization or permission. Now, here's the thing, guys. When Ariana saw the risque videos of Raquel, Rachel Bambi Levis, on his phone. I don't know about you guys. My understanding was she already had the passcodes to his phone, and I guess he maybe let her hold his phone or whatever because he was performing or something, like his phone was falling out. And so, as a precaution, instead of his phone getting lost or damaged while he was performing, she was like holding on to his phone. And then because she had, access to his phone, like the password and stuff, she was able to, just like go in because she had password, right? If someone has the password to your phone, technically they have permission, or do they not? I don't know. At this point, they will probably each have to pay their lawyers, thousands of dollars in lawyer fees just to discuss that in court. I don't know. I think it is pretty gross how he is going about it. Like, he really, puts the scum in Scumdival. He apologized to her again on the Vanderpump Rules, what was it, the reunion. And this time I'm thinking, okay, maybe he is actually apologetic and he will leave this woman alone, Ariana. Just leave her alone. And she was literally saying, just leave me alone. That is something about, the type of men, like type of women like Tom Sandoval. Like, I know the word narcissistic. Narcissists have been thrown out a lot, but this type of person, they are like energy leeches. And it's almost like he gets a high off of interacting with her in this manner. And if he can't interact with her directly, he will do it indirectly, via lawyers or whoever else. Now, Ariana Madix, her lawyer, did have a response, and it's along the lines of "Leave me alone." So let's get into that. So Ariana's lawyer is saying it is abhorrent that Tom Sandoval continues to torment Miss Maddox from engaging in an illicit affair that shattered her home and stability, to months of emotional warfare, and now this attempt to further shirk personal responsibility for the effects his actions have had on her and her emotional well-being. Tom Sandoval knows full well what sort of privileges he and Mrs. Mattis shared in regard to their personal communication devices. So yeah, pretty much what I just said. If Ariana had the password to his phone, you assume she has access to his phone, and he's well aware of this. And now he is just fighting tooth and nail. He's not taking any responsibility. Like, at the end of the day, he's gross. He recorded Raquel Levis while they were doing their FaceTime, and Raquel was not aware of him recording it. Now, granted, he may have just recorded it for his own personal personal reasons. I'll just leave it at that. However, Raquel wasn't privy to him recording her. And obviously, because Ariana ended up getting his phone, he's now saying, oh, she like distributed it, all this other crap. And both of them are like shifting blame to Ariana. And I don't know, maybe, just maybe, he wants some of the money from Love Island. I don't know what this man is doing or thinking. Clearly, he has no real friends, because if he had any real friends, they would tell him, "Hey, how you're going about it? Just stop. It's not a good look." Anyways, let's move on to Lala. So I did see Lala's. I guess she had like a, oh, what's it called? Like a shower. And she looks beautiful and preggo, and I guess she wore a similar dress to Ariana. Here's the thing, like, I know some of us, we've been hard on Lala because of some of the ridiculous things she says on her podcast. Some of it I do find like quite entertaining, and some of it I think she just says for like clickbait, just so she has engagement and like viewers and listeners to her podcast. And like we can call our girl Lala out, and in all of my videos where I have talked about Lala, I will always say she's our girl. At the end of the day, whether we agree with her or not, she is our girl on VPR, on Bravo. We might not like some of the things she says, but then we might like something she says down the road. Now, I've seen some commentary about how like, oh, they're wearing the same dress, Queen Ariana. Like, are you guys kidding me? Are you guys up Ariana's behind so far up that you can't even just be like, Lala looks beautiful, she's preggo, she's carrying well? From the front, I don't have the pic here, but like from the front, when you look at Lala in this poofy dress, and these poofy dresses, they're great if you're preggo, like if you're standing straight, you can't even tell the woman has a bump. So yeah, that's my commentary on the dress. Like, she looks really good. Let's just give that to Lala, and we don't need to bring Ariana into this. Like, I get it, Ariana has like her stands and whatever, but come on, guys, it's a little ridiculous. So anyways, moving on. We got like Rachel, Bambi Levis. She's still talking about the cast of VPR. Now, you guys let me know if I'm wrong. My understanding was she had said something to the extent she will stop talking about VPR once the season ends. I feel like the season ended a while ago, and every now and there, she's still talking about the cast. She's still talking about Tom Sandoval. She's still somewhat talking about Ariana. And I think as of late, sometime in like the last little while, she talked about how she should have nurtured those friendships with the women. I mean, well, how can you when you are, for months behind the scenes banging one of the women you were friends with, and then once you got caught, you then said, oh, you weren't even friends. So this girl, I don't know if she's going to keep up this shtick, but VPR is going to be on, quite a pause, at least for the remainder of summer. They're definitely not going to pick up filming or anything like that. So I guess she's just going to continue talking about VPR cast and talking about, the trauma via Tom Sandoval. Now, I will give her kudos for one thing. She was with this man recently, and it went out everywhere, like, oh, after a year, she's finally dating someone. And her thing was, whoever she dates, she doesn't want them posting her on social media, and she doesn't want to post them, like, finally she's learned something. She has some boundaries. So like, good for her. Literally, I think like a few weeks or a month in, this man had posted a pic of her and him on social media. So this guy, Matthew Dunn, apparently these two were seeing each other for a bit, and shortly after, he had posted a pic of them two on his, socials and stuff. And I guess she's done with this Matthew Dunn guy. Like, hey, you can't be posting a pic of me. Like, I don't want it to be out there like that. So I don't know. Good for Rachel. I guess she's, kind of learning something. I don't know. I still feel like she has a lot of learning to do. And obviously, she will talk about it on Rachel Goes Rogue. So we have that to look forward to. In the meantime, unfortunately, the lawsuit situation is going to continue. And I hate to say it, guys. I think this lawsuit situation is going to go all the way into 2025. And that's being conservative with the timeline, in my opinion. Anyways, guys, tons of good tea to talk about when it comes to our fave Bravo loves, housewives, and good pop culture tea. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I shall catch you later.